Hey, this is Kyle O'Reilly. You're listening to and loving the Spanish Announce Table.
Slamming your brain through a table of wrestling knowledge.
Oh my God, what's gonna happen?
Breaking down the week's news and rumors. The Spanish Announce Table.
Spanish Announce Table. This is a special episode. We had so much on our regular podcast episode with WrestleMania coming in, but we did something cool this weekend, and we wanted to still put that out there for your listening pleasure. We have an interview with a well-known wrestling talent on the scene today. Man's name is Kyle O'Reilly. T-Mac, talk me through some of this. How did we run into Kyle O'Reilly?
Well, he was at the NWL KC show. He took on Jeremy Wyatt. He is known as one of the best wrestlers in the world. That is kind of a universal fact.
It's Kyle O'Reilly.
What's that?
It's Kyle O'Reilly.
Kyle O'Reilly, yes.
Yeah.
Did we not mention Kyle O'Reilly?
Jeremy Wyatt is also a great wrestler.
Oh, Jeremy Wyatt is insanely talented. But the point of this episode is Kyle O'Reilly, who is, like I said, one of the best wrestlers in the world. He came in, had a match with Jeremy Wyatt. It was fantastic. And then afterwards, he did a little meet and greet with some fans. And we walked up to him and said, "Hey, would you answer 5 questions for us?" And he's like, "Sure." And as we hit record, we were still wearing our wrestling mask. And he goes, "Hey, guys, is this audio?" And we said, "Yep." He goes, "Then why are you wearing the mask?"
Yeah, he said, "I don't see why you guys need to wear these masks. This is audio, right?" And we were like, yes, we've also done some videos earlier. So that prompted me to think, how long has Kyle O'Reilly been sitting here thinking, man, these guys are some fucking idiots?
Which, is he wrong? That's debatable.
I mean, right. I mean, look, yeah, he may not be wrong, but.
Yeah. So he answered 5 questions for us. It was really fun to get to pick his brain on some of the topics that we cover. He gave us some international flair with his answers. It wasn't kind of the homegrown, United States talent as far as like influence, things like that, which you'll hear here in a little bit. So it was really cool. Again, very, very pleasant to be around. Came up, introduced himself to both of us, and even said goodbye before he left. That time we didn't have the mask on, and he said, "What are you guys doing?" We're saying, "Hey, we're not under the hood, but thanks for saying bye."
And he gave us a little bit of shit for it.
Yeah, so
it was fun.
He was a great guy.
So he's been wrestling for NWL. Hopefully he'll wrestle longer for NWL. I think some of that's up in the air, but it was super fun to see him perform because he's great. Fun
and
to
that
see
match
him.
Was great.
Fun
to
to
Jeremy
see
Wyatt
him.
tore the house down.
And that's it. Fun to see him perform with a great friend of our show for a long period of time. One of the first wrestler interviews we did with Jeremy Wyatt, who is known tremendously around this scene, and he lived up to every minute of it. He's faced so many former ROH champions that starts begging the question, like, "Hey, Jeremy, aren't you in ROH?" But now he's in NWL, which I think is, is a great thing for him in the local area, and it's good to see Kyle O'Reilly here. Let's just play this interview and see what you guys think of it. One second. Here at the NWL KC, their first ever championship match. It's been insane so far.
It has been, and man, we have had some great matches already tonight. Main event hasn't started yet, but we are gearing up for it. Really excited about it. One
of those matches was Kyle O'Reilly and the Jeremy Wyatt, the Monarch, who's been a nemesis to us as of late sometimes. But so it's good to see someone come in here. But again, he seemingly stole a victory out of it. I don't know how we feel about that. He seemed like he was tapping is all I'm going to say. How do you feel about that, Kyle?
He was definitely tapping. Yeah.
So let's get into our Cinco Preguntas here, right? We have the same 5 questions we like to ask all our guests. Get kind of a good look across the industry of things. Who was your favorite wrestler of all time?
Favorite wrestler of all time, man. That answer is gonna change depending on which day you catch me. It's so hard. What a question. Favorite wrestler of all time. God. I'm just gonna say Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That's a rare one. Actually, we get a lot of, Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels, but Stone Cold, that's a good one. And, hey, I like it, so I'm wearing the shirt. All right, second question. What is your favorite match of all time? And this one, you can, one that you've been in, maybe one that you watched, either one.
Favorite match? That's another hard one. God, depends. I know. Yeah, lots of mull over. I'm gonna go ahead and just because I kind of revisited it recently, and it's always a real treat to watch. But I'll go with the Iron Man, WrestleMania 12, Michaels and Hart. Can't go wrong.
That was one of my favorites growing up, too. I really like that match.
And what about a match that you've been in?
Favorite match that I've been in? I'll go the best of the Super Junior finals with Kushida.
Well, okay, so this one it might be another hard one. Who would you say is your biggest influence in the business?
Biggest influence? I'll say Kenta Kobashi. Just from his fire, the way he sold at important moments, everything he did you believed, and he had some of the greatest matches that I've ever seen, and he's just an inspirational guy and a hell of a wrestler.
That's one we've never gotten for any answer at all over that.
All right, and our fourth question, what is your favorite term as far as like babyface, heel? What's your favorite wrestling term?
Flatback. Got to take a couple of flatbacks out there for the marks.
I like that. Okay, this fifth one is less of a question. It's more of a hypothetical situation. We're all going to pretend we're in a creative meeting here, right? We're booking you in the next big feud to the top against T-Mac. What's the storyline?
It's me versus T-Mac. Loser has to either take off the mask or shave his nutsack, and T-Mac becomes T-Sack.
I like that. So you're going over.
Yeah. If I'm booking it, I'm going over.
I like that. Hey, we really appreciate you coming on here. It's been Kyle O'Reilly. Thanks, sir.
Thanks, guys.
Kyle O'Reilly, what'd you think, T-Mac?
Like I said, I like that he gave us some international. I like that he gave us some international flair with the answers and showed that he is, a world traveler with his art of pro wrestling. And his storyline was funny, I guess.
And you
like that kind of thing.
And you know how baller he is. We didn't address this earlier. The whole time he was doing his meet and greet in this interview, he just wearing a towel around his waist. I don't know if he still had his trunks on under there, but I wasn't going to ask.
He was around children. He had his trunks on.
Oh, that's true. There was children out there.
Yeah.
But I mean, who just comes out in a towel and can elicit that kind of? Well, I mean, Kyle O'Reilly, I guess. But not Captain Awesome. No, he was super fun, and again, like I said, super nice guy, and seemed to fit in well backstage with the boys. Obviously, I mean, he's been around a long time, and was super cool, very gracious to us, and was fun.
Yeah, hopefully we get to see him compete again on NWL KC. If not, he did make a lasting impression with a fantastic match against Jeremy Wyatt. And let us know what you thought about the Cinco Preguntas with Kyle O'Reilly. Use hashtag #TweetTheTable, and we'll read it next week on the show about your thoughts on Kyle O'Reilly and his 5 questions.
And keep your eyes peeled. We're coming up on episode 194 of the full show, the Spanish Announce Table podcast. Keep an eye for that at SpanishAnnounceTable.net. And
the richest man in Asia dropped out of high school at the age of 15. Stay in school. TrendingTopicsNetwork.com.